Welcome to another episode of Throwing It Back with Sean Farrell. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. Let's not waste no time. Let's get right to it. So, 1996 in the NBA wasn't just about out the Bulls. Yes, they were the number one story that year, going 72-10 or whatnot. But 1996 was also remembered for another thing, okay? It was a year of bumping the ref. What do I mean by that? Well, I'm about to get into that, okay? So, there were three players, probably even more, who were suspended by the NBA for bumping officials, okay? The first such came courtesy of none other than Dennis Rodman, who, when the Bulls had a game in New Jersey, they were playing the New Jersey Nets. I believe Rodman had a foul called on him, and he disagreed with the call, picked up a couple of technicals, and also bumped the official. No, not bumped. He actually headbutted the official, okay, on his way out. And so he headbutted the official, which cost him 6 games and a $20,000 fine. And Phil Jackson was just on the bench smiling about that, saying, what are you going to do? That's Dennis. Okay. But I'm probably imagining that it really didn't hurt the Bulls all that much, because I'm probably guessing they still probably kept winning, despite the fact Rodman was thrown out of that game. So, but I wanted to say the two highest profile ones both occurred with the Lakers, okay? So, the Lakers were playing the Nuggets in Denver during the 1996 season. This is when Magic Johnson had came back, okay? Magic Johnson had came back. They were in Denver. And there was a referee, Ron Garretson, called a foul on Nick Van Exel while he was guarding Dale Ellis. And so Van Exel, walking back to the bench, made a sarcastic remark to Ron Garretson. And Ron Garretson hit him with a T. Okay? Van Exel obviously disagreed with the call. He followed Garretson to the scorer's table and called him a little midget, which you do not show up for the refs in the NBA, period. Called him a little midget. Garretson gave him a second technical, and that sent Nick Van Exel over the edge. He used his forearm to shove Ron Garretson over the scorer's table. And even Ron Garretson, by his own admission, he admits that he was on the verge of doing something that he would regret to Nick Van Exel. But he said in the heat of the moment, he caught himself. Ron Garretson caught himself, and Magic Johnson was already pulling Van Exel away and surrounding him, okay? So I mentioned that Rodman was fined $20K and missed 6 games. Well, Van Exel was suspended for the final 7 games of the regular season and assessed a $25,000 fine. And Nick Van Exel could have doubly hurt his team, okay? Because there was talk that he would be suspended for the playoffs as well, okay? Yeah, there was talk of him being suspended even for the NBA playoffs. So Van Exel really could have cost his team. And not only that, a month earlier, Cedric Ceballos also took a unexcused 4-day leave of absence from the team. Then when he decided to show back up, he got suspended for a few games without pay. Okay? So Jerry West said he was embarrassed by Van Exel's actions, and he apologized to the fans. Magic Johnson called it inexcusable what Van Exel did. By the way, the Lakers lost that game 98-91 to the Nuggets, which is a perfect segue into Magic Johnson, okay? So the Lakers are playing the Suns at home in the Forum a couple of games later, okay? Magic felt he was fouled on a Magic felt he was fouled on a Magic felt he was fouled on a play. Referee didn't call it. What's the name of the ref? I can't remember his name. Tip of the tongue. Tip of the tongue. No. Scott Foster. Yeah, Scott Foster, I believe was his name. Scott Foster. Then Magic did disagree with the call, went after Scott Foster. I believe Magic bumped him accidentally. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. But anyway, Magic bumped Scott Foster, and Scott Foster threw him out. And so Magic had to apologize too. Just a few games later, after Van Exel was already suspended. Okay. Rodman, Van Exel, and Magic Johnson all got kicked out of games and missed games because of bumping of the referees. 1996 was the year of bumping the ref. Not just the running of the Bulls, but the bumping of the ref and getting thrown out. All right, that's it, and that's all for Throwing It Back with Sean Farrell. May God bless you all. I'm out of here. Peace out. See y'all on the next one.